Integral notation is brackets and parentheses, not inequalities. Inequalities is the less than, greater than. You don't combine them. People making up new notations for me. Okay? Section A. What is the domain and interval notation of section A? Louder. -6, -3. What goes around it? Bracket and a parenthesis. Okay? Closed point is a bracket. Open point is a parenthesis. What's your range? What is it? It's not 4, 1. 1, 4. Low to high. 1, 4. What's the parent function of section A? What's the equation for it? Y equals x. What's its name? Linear. Alright. Then I got section B. What's the domain of section B? -3, -1. Okay. Then what? Huh? Not -1, 4. You're looking at x's. Here to here. -1, 0. What's the parent function of that part? What's it look like? Y equals x squared, or a quadratic. What's your range? Range is your y's. What to what? 0 to 1. And then what? 1 to 4. Hope you'll learn more sure of this tomorrow. Okay, then we got part C. Alright. Shouldn't do that right. What is the domain for part C? 0, 3. What goes around 0, 3? Bracket and a parenthesis. And then what? Okay. And what's your range? Alright. Does it have a parent function? No. Okay. Here's why. Because we're actually going to talk about this in a few weeks. What's the slope of this part? Negative what? Negative 2/3. What's the slope of this part? Huh? 4/3. Okay. For it to be absolute value, they got to have the same slope. Okay, you can't have different slopes for your absolute value. Alright? So, I think the meaning of it was supposed to be absolute value. We just got skewed a little bit. Okay, so domain of the whole thing, I'm just going to write it down. We're going from -6 to -4, and then we're going from negative, how about 3, if I could count. And then -3 to -1. And then we're going -1 to 3. And then 3 to 6. And then your range, we're going from 0 to 1. And then 1 to 6. Can't really see that. Alright. Are there questions on that? You gotta know how to do that on your test. Okay. Equation for the line of best fit. Now, on the scatter plot quiz that y'all just had, some of you guys wrote down that the equation of your line was R. No, R is your correlation coefficient. That's how perfect those dots line up to a linear function. Okay? That is not the equation of your line. That's just your correlation coefficient. The equation of your line, I would have y equals 6.315x. You're going to round to 3 decimal places. Plus 62.048. Okay? That is the equation for your line of best fit. Then it says predict when x is 8. Once you have the equation in here, and when we did alpha trace and told us to put it in y1, it's put the equation in the graph for me. So I can go to my table and go to where x equals 8, and I get 112.56. Questions? We're good? Okay.